Friends, welcome back to our Doggy Disguises challenge. We are so close to the end of the month. I have loved every second of this process, and I hope that you have too. Today, we are going to draw a dog dressed as a spider. So this one is really fun. This little doggy is really silly, and he's pretty cute. So go ahead and grab your art supplies, and let's go ahead and get started. I went ahead and got my own drawing guide here just because sometimes it's a lot easier to draw an animal when you have a reference photo. And if you're working from a real photo, that is awesome. But sometimes if you're not, it's a lot better when you can look at a picture of a dog, especially when it is simplified. So I am going to kind of reference maybe this Boston Terrier or this little kind of French Bulldog here for my spider drawing today. Okay, we're drawing a dog dressed as a spider today. Not just any dog, we're gonna do like a pug. So the first thing I'm going to do is I wanna figure out where I'm going to be. So I'm gonna draw this dog sitting. It's gonna be a pretty round position. I do wanna make sure I have room for the legs. You know what? Nah, I think I can fit two dogs on here. So let's go ahead and get started. I changed up my marker for this project because my other one was dying. This is a Crayola marker. I think it's called like a doodle marker. It's great so far, so highly recommend. All right, we're gonna do a curved line here. Then we're gonna go up and on a diagonal on both sides. And then we're gonna go ahead and make kind of like slightly floppy ears. So we do another little diagonal there, and then we're just gonna kind of loop them around. Boink. Okay. Now let's draw two curved lines. They kind of go on the bottom-ish of the ears here. We're drawing a pretty wide-looking doggy. Okay. I'm going to make this dog look a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and do more of a circle eye. Pugs just have like bigger, wider eyes. So I'm going to really embrace that. And I think I'm going to make this doggy looking up and away. Maybe even adding some eyelashes. This is per request, again, from my daughter. I'm going to draw a shorter and kind of smaller, wider nose. A little curve on top, and then we're gonna curve to the left, really kind of short and wide, and then put a little smile on the side, and then I'm gonna make kind of a wide tongue that curves down and loops back up. Okay, so you could do a line there. I sometimes like to actually shade it in almost like a V, and that kind of even adds a little bit more of like a shadow there. All right, maybe even a few dots there. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and actually kind of draw a line that goes and bumps into the tongue and really just ultimately connects to the head. I'm gonna look up my pug face in a little more detail. Oh, yeah. We need to add a couple more, like there's like a V right here and maybe like another V there's just always like a lot of wrinkles and folds and things kind of on the head. Okay. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and draw a short and really wide curved line on either side facing in. And then in the middle, let's go ahead and do a vertical line that is a little bit longer than those two lines we just did. And then we're going to draw another line. These two lines on the sides are a little bit shorter than that first line. And the reason is we want to leave a little space for the paws. So we're going to curve around two lines here, and those are the front paws. Okay. And then towards the upper middle part of the body, we're gonna do a curved line, almost like the side of a heart on either side that goes in. And then a line on either side that goes out and curves down, and then ultimately kind of comes in and connects. Okay, that's the back legs. Now, you know what? Let's go ahead and just fully connect this, because if this is a spider, all this is going to be black. So I'm not going to shade mine in black right now because I'm drawing with a black marker and it would just look like a black blob and you wouldn't see my lines, but you're welcome to go ahead and shade it all the way in. I'm doing a technique called hatching, where I'm basically just drawing lines that go in one direction, and this is cross hatching, and that just makes it look dark without coloring it completely black. Okay, so you're thinking right now, Miss Caitlin, this is not a spider. This is a pug in a black shirt. You're right. So we're going to imagine that. Actually, let's go ahead and put the back legs also in black. What I'm going to do is kind of right around here, I'm going to go up on a diagonal and then back down, almost like a mountain. And I like to do things that are symmetrical at the same time, so I can really make sure they're about the same. And then I'm going to add just like a little tiny little like foot on the bottom. And let's go ahead and do another one. This one's going to be a little bit higher up, and then back down and back down. We've got the space. So I think I'm going to make this one go down. This is going to be a little bit kind of higher up. All right, and then I'll make another one in the front. This one's going to have to be a lot bigger. And it's going down. Oh my goodness. All right. I caved. And I'm making this one thicker because, again, if something is, towards us, they're thicker. It looks bigger. And then if you want to also add maybe like some little short little lines, these can be like hair, or I don't know. I'm not a spider person. Not a spider girly, so, but just to add a little bit more texture than, unless it's a daddy long leg. This is too much fun. Okay, well, I love this pug, and he looks so happy. Maybe he's even also wearing like a little hat. I know spiders have like lots of eyeballs. So I'm going to give him a little hat with some circles on it, and then we'll just draw some dots. And there's the eyes. Living his best life right now. Alrighty, I hope that you've enjoyed our drawing today. Be sure to come back tomorrow for another drawing of our doggy disguises challenge here. So I'll see you then.